G'day. Made it to Chestnut Knob shelter last night around 7. Of course it was full, so I had to camp out in the rain. I was dry inside. That wasn't a problem. The view was gorgeous. We were up really high. I don't think I got a video of it. I got a picture of it. I needed to eat. I needed to settle down and eat. I got soaked. I was soaked. So my clothes dry out pretty quick. Shorts and t-shirt. It was quite humid, so that was all good. Yeah, I don't know. I've packed for... What did I do? I packed 4 meals, 4 suppers, 4 breakfasts, thinking it would take me 4 days to restock. I'm going to be in Bland in 3 days. I've eaten 1 supper. It's ridiculous. I don't really need to stop in Bland. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. My tent fly is drenched. My tent is not bad. Yesterday I stopped when the sun came out briefly to dry stuff off, which really helped. My rain jacket is out of commission. It is soaked right through, so I've got to dry it out somehow. It's about 57 degrees, 55, 57 degrees right now. In shorts and t-shirt. It's not bad. Once I get going, I should be fine. No breakfast this morning. I'll eat on the fly. I was just afraid it was going to downpour when I was taking my tent down. And that blows. I don't want everything to be soaking wet. Especially my sleeping bag and my clothes. I slept in long underwear, jacket, long sleeve shirt last night with my sleeping bag. I got pretty hot. I had to take my socks off. I think I was at 4,500 feet last night, which was pretty cool. I don't know when I'll hit that height again, but I did. What did I do? I did 28 kilometers yesterday with an elevation of over 5,000 feet, which was, I don't know, I didn't think I was going to be able to do that, but this girl, the hell, Sapita, it's her trail name. I ended up meeting up with her. She didn't leave. Her and her husband stayed at a hostel, smart ones, the night before, so she already had 2 miles in, so she was going to Chestnut. So I thought, well, what the hell. Did my first creek crossing. The footbridge was blown out, destroyed, whatever. I don't know what happened to it, but we were soaked. My feet were soaked, so it was not a problem to walk through the creek. It was only about, 8 inches deep maybe. No big deal. Had we not been soaked, I would have taken my shoes off. Because right now I'm in wet shoes and wet socks, so I'm not sure how far I'm gonna get before blisters start taking over. I have not yet got a blister, which is nice. So I'm assuming today's the day. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna pay attention to what I'm doing here. Still early. It's about 7 o'clock. Got up around 6 and got everything ready. I don't know, man, if I'm getting any better at packing out or not. I'm so disorganized in the morning, so foggy. And then once again yesterday, I ended up losing my hat that I just bought. I got stopped to get spring water and sat on it to keep my ass dry, and of course walked away from it. And then realized about a mile later. And so I thought, well, $50 is $50. It's not that far away. So I dropped my my backpack in this place that, you could not pass it. There's no way. So, of course, so I go down and I know exactly where it is. So I get it. I come back up and I didn't look at the mile marker, and I should have on my phone. So, of course, I'm like, I've gone too far. And I'm doubting myself. I was like, there's no way you could have went by it. It's right there. Like, you would have seen it. So anyway, so I, of course, turn back and start going back. I go back, I don't know, 400 meters, and I'm like, no, there's no way. You gotta go. So, of course, I start going back up again, and I'm like, there's no way I made it this far. There's no way. This does not look familiar. And then you see a tree, or you see stump or something stupid that you gotta, oh yeah, I remember that, where there's, you've already gone by 1,000 of them. Anyways, I kept going, and I was getting a little freaked out, but there's no way I would have not found it. It was just, getting later in the day. So anyways, I kept walking and kept doubting. I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to keep walking until I'm like to a point where I know for sure I have not walked this far. Because I was at around kilometer 24 then. And so I kept walking and walking and walking, and then finally there it was. I couldn't believe it. So silly. But I'm sure there'll be a lot more shenanigans and like that coming up, especially when I'm only a quarter of the way through. Hoping this fog will clear. The fog opened up sun came out about the time I showed up to the shelter, which was perfect timing because it just opened up the valley and it looks so cool. You could see a farm silo, and that was kind of the only indication that, wow, we are really up high. I don't know what the weather's, you never know what the goddamn weather's going to be here. It's rain. It's going to rain. It's going to rain today. It's supposed to be sunny tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be a high of 70 today, which would be nice. Rain tomorrow. Or no, sunny tomorrow. Rain today, sunny tomorrow. And I think rain again on Friday. Partly cloudy Thursday. Because today's Tuesday, I think. So, it is what it is. It was just a matter of time before I was gonna get rained on. What I am not looking forward to is setting up my tent in the rain, which I guess I've already done, but packing out in the rain, that is going to be the worst. I don't know. As long as it's warm, it's not so bad. I'm not too keen on hypothermia, but as long as it's warm, I should be fine. And this is, honestly, I don't think car camping, I've had to pack up and pack in the rain, but never hiking. This is the first for me. First for me being soaking wet and hiking. But like I said, as long as it's warm, I'll be fine. And obviously I got tons of food. Jesus, I don't know what's going on there. It's like my stomach is shrunk and I don't really need that much to eat to keep going. But I had a huge meal last night. Could barely eat it all. Pork tenderloin, potatoes, and vegetables, which dehydrated, so I just added water, homemade. So it was, it'll propel me through. I got a Larrabee bar, I got a banana, and a little bit of water to get me down this mountain where it might be a little bit warmer, or at least hopefully by then we may see some sunshine. But I was setting on my tent around, 8 o'clock. No, I did it as soon as I got there. It was around 7:30. And this kid, I was right beside the path, and this kid's like, I was like, oh, you're moving on, all right? You're keep going to those campsites. He said, no, there's a hostel about 1.5 miles from here. I certainly thought about it, but I thought, oh, screw it. I gotta get this experience down about camping in the rain, because the tent, I don't know, the tent irritates me to no end, but it is what it is. So I just got to get used to tenting in the rain and setting up and pulling down and whatever. A hostel would have been nice. I would have been dry. My pack wouldn't have been heavier because everything would have been dry, but whatever. I'm gonna have to experience it eventually, so why not now? So far so good. So it almost looks like the sun is trying to peek out, but I don't know. Hopefully it will be fantastic. We got a little bit of sun today. It's almost like there was thunder and lightning last night, and I didn't Velcro my rain fly to my tent poles, so I thought, oh my word, if it pegs rip out and it pulls off like when I was up at 6,500 feet on that mountain, it is not going to be good. So I was prepping for that, but the sucker held, the tent pegs held. It was in a good spot. So anyways, by the seat of my pants all day, every day.